Good day everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Cailyn and this is Foundation First. Today we're going to be talking about something that has been in and out of my mind many times over my years of being a teacher. And that is the lack of people seeing teachers as the experts. Very often when you hear people talk about child development, you'll hear people talk about referring to occupational therapists, pediatricians. You never hear people referring you to educational specialists such as early childhood development specialists and early primary school, etc. As a teacher, you study plus minus 4 years to be in this field. You specialize in certain fields. I'm specialized in early childhood development, as in how children develop their whole body wise, and early primary school. That's my specialization. I'm qualified to teach those age groups. We had to specialize in it because the way that you teach those children is different to the way you teach upper primary school and high school. This is an important fact to realize and acknowledge because very often parents will go over your head, teach children at home, or go straight to a pediatrician to get advice before speaking directly to the teacher who sees them every day. Somebody who's qualified in early childhood education is not just focused or qualified in how that child learns, they understand and have the experience with many children and also understand how children develop. It's their developmental process taken step by step. A teacher may look at a child and know exactly where they need additional help, whether it's socially, whether it's emotionally, whether it's physically, etc. That's the person who you should be talking to. If you need advice on how your child's speech is doing, that's something that you should speak to your child's teacher. They see your child every day. Going to a pediatrician may not even see as many children as a teacher does and have as much experience. Yes, they are qualified and yes, they have good information. However, they can be used as a second opinion to delve deeper into the questions that you have. Often, it's very discouraging as a teacher to know that a teacher has gone over your head to somebody else, got somebody else's opinion, when that person only spends a limited amount of time with your child, where they see your child every day. This is really important because especially with young children, early childhood development and foundation phase or early primary school, this is very important because at this point, they are building specific skills. When you get to upper primary school and higher, teachers are subject specialists, are specializing in a specific subject to which they teach to their fullest. However, the younger age groups can see and know where a child has gone wrong when learning to read and write and their physical and emotional struggles or successes. This is because they have studied the intricacies of how children develop. In early primary school, they've studied how children learn to read and write and the basic foundations that create those building blocks to get to a point where they're ready for people who are ready to teach them more specialized subjects. Now, when saying this, not every teacher you're going to see is going to be a good teacher. It's the same with doctors, it's the same with scientists, it's the same with managers, and the list goes on and on. It's the same with every other field. And not every teacher is going to be excellent. But trust the process, trust the teacher. You'll be able to speak to the teacher and trust your gut and say, this person seems to know what they're talking about, but then also use your discretion to say, okay, I'm not comfortable with that answer, and then take it from there. Ask them if this is something that your child needs additional help in, and also trust whether your child needs additional help with certain things to get them to a point where they are doing the best that they can do, reaching their full potential. Very often I would suggest something to a parent and only months down the line figure out that the parent decided on something else and now the window has closed and now we are in an even worse predicament than we were at the beginning of the year. It's important to trust the teacher's process and trust that she has a plan in place. And if you have a second thought or need a second opinion, then tell her, say, okay, I'm not so sure I'm going to get a second opinion. She can either explain why she's chosen that way, or you could come up with a solution that you're both comfortable and happy with. It's important to have that discussion with your teacher. Now I'm going to end this with, it's important to see teachers as the experts. We are the experts. We spent many years studying, getting a degree to teach your children, and we go through many hours teaching different children, and we have a wide range of experiences. We were taught to do this, we specialize in it, and we are the experts for a reason. Work with your teacher not against her, and then you are going to get a very successful school career for your child. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe to see what is coming up next. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next one.